lots of applications and you're trying to practice somehow. But whenever you try to speak the language, the English language, you feel like you're tongue-tied. You feel like you're shy, you're nervous, or less confident. Well, let me tell you something. That's totally normal. So take it easy and just breathe. Not the end of the world, as I said. It's really normal to feel like that. You just need some time. But the thing is, I find it hard to believe that when they tell you that this app will help you speak English within, let's say, 30 days, or sometimes, I don't know, within a certain number of hours or month, let's say. I've been in the educational field, especially teaching the English language for many years, for like more than 20 years. And I tell you this, if you really want to speak the language, it's not really that easy as they try to show you, in my opinion, because it takes time. Everything in life takes time. And speaking the English language in particular takes time. Even if, let's say you already know how to structure your sentences and you do know lots of vocabulary words, but whenever you want to try to use them and put them in your sentences and try to structure the whole thing, you feel like you can't, or like hesitant. Like if your mind is totally blank and you just can't do it. I know that some of you would say, well, she's telling us something that we already know and that you really want to know how to overcome that. As I mentioned earlier, it takes time. But keep this in mind first. As long as you're confident and you have deep confidence in your pronunciation and you have this deep confidence in your sentences and in the words that you are using, then you're on the right track. So how to do that? Well, practice. The more you practice, the more you know, of course, about what you want to say, then just go ahead and say it. You don't need to sound like a native speaker. There's no need to do that. Just practice. All you need is just using proper sentences, even if they're like simple sentences. Go for simple sentences. Just go for it and try to practice. And well, one piece of advice that I always give to my students is try to use a mirror in your house. Yes. Just put a mirror, look at it, try to practice. And make sure that when you're practicing, you're using the body language, your hands, you just move your hands while speaking. Of course, when you try to have first facial expressions, and this is really good. And definitely, you need to be sure about what you're saying, even if it's a simple sentence. So when you practice like that for let's say 10 to 15 minutes in front of a mirror, and of course you really know what you wish to say, what you want to say, then believe me, you're on the right track. At first you will find it bizarre, but then once you do it, you're going to be just fine. So go ahead and try what I told you. And try to practice your sentences, as I said before, or your dialogue for like a few days. And, well, see what's going to happen. And if possible, try to video record yourself. It really can help. And I'm sure you're going to do a great job after that. Go ahead. You've got nothing to lose, right?